That's Santana from Abraxas, their second album from 1970. Yeah, the reason we start with that, I'm finishing this bloody interminable tour through, alphabetical tour through albums which I would keep if I could only keep one by each artist. And by each artist I mean those who have got half a dozen albums or more of. So there are 100 odd of them. I've been working my way through them. Those of you who've stuck with this, I mean bloody hell, congratulations. I mean it's boring me to death, so God knows what it's doing to you. Today I'm going to finish. I'm just going to rattle through them. Santana. If I had to keep one, I could keep any of their 70s output. Every album they made in the 70s was superb. This is a masterpiece, I think. Brilliant cover as well. Great stuff. Still sounds absolutely fresh and full of energy. Abraxas from 1970. Where are we? Next, Ron Sexsmith. I love this artist. He's just, I mean, he sings like or his songs are like he looks. There's sort of a childlike innocence to Ron Sexsmith's songs. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Seen him last year before. All of his stuff I've got is on CD actually, because he came out in the CD age. This is from 95. This is the eponymous album, Ron Sexsmith. That's maybe the one I'd keep. Lovely. Who have we got next? Simon and Garfunkel. Sometimes I find it hard to listen to them, a bit sugary. Don't like the Bridge Over Troubled Water album, overproduced in my humble opinion. But I do like Bookends with its sort of theme. It's intergenerational, looking at American life, and some lovely passages on this one. Bookends, Simon and Garfunkel from 1968. Patti Smith, yeah, she's touring this year, but she's not coming to Britain, I don't think, but she's in Ireland. I'm tempted to go to Limerick. Seen Patti Smith many times. Always superb, always powerful, and this album, Horses, poetic masterpiece. Yeah, Patti Smith, Horses from 1975. The one I'd keep of hers. Springsteen, the boss. Of course she did a Springsteen, or co-wrote a song with Springsteen on Because the Night, obviously had the hit with it. But for the boss's stuff, again some of his stuff I found a little bit bombastic, overblown, a bit samey sometimes for me. Not that I don't respect the guy, but I do like his sort of minimalist stuff, and you don't get any more minimalist than this one. Nebraska. The film came out last year about the making of this, and very, very good film. Go and see that. But this is the one I'd keep, Nebraska from 1982. Steely Dan. Again, sometimes a bit. They're very clever, sometimes a bit too slickly produced for me, but if I'm in the right mood, I love a bit of Steely Dan. This is the album Asia from 1977. I love the track Deacon Blues, but yeah, nice album. Asia, Steely Dan. Rod Stewart. Rod made 3 solo albums and a couple of albums with the Faces around the early 70s that were all absolutely stunning. Never a Dull Moment, Gasoline Alley, and this one is 3 solo albums. This is Every Picture Tells a Story from 1971. Reason to Believe, Maggie May, title track, all brilliant stuff. What a star he was in those days. He obviously coasted along, sailed along in the rest of his career after the mid-70s, but this is brilliant stuff. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. The Strobes, I couldn't hardly make my mind up, so I played them both. It's between this one, Bursting at the Seams from 73, and the one from the year before, Grave New World. But I've gone for, I was gonna go with Grave New World, but I just love Stormy Down and Lay Down, and the sort of cover of what's it called? Oh dear, wish I put my glasses on. Anyway, never mind. The reason why I might not have gone for this one, because it contains what I think is the worst strobe song ever. I think the late Dave Cousins might have agreed with me. Part of the Union, bloody awful, hate that song. But especially for the time when the Unions played a big part in probably creating the most egalitarian our society had been since, well, since the history books began. It's been pretty much downhill since then, but there we are. I love this one. It's an uplifting album, bursting at the seams. The Strobes from '73. T-Rex, love them as you know. Gotta go with Electric Warrior. Just tips out Slider. Contains my favourite ever T-Rex track, Life's a Gas. Brilliant. The Fannies, Teenage Fan Club. Any of their first 4 or 5 you could have picked, but this is songs from Northern Britain. I just think it evokes Scotland, the best of Scotland for me. Lovely album, Teenage Fan Club. And that's from '97. Bandograph Generator. I listened to this the other night, and I still struggle with Peter Hamill's sort of singing style. I always struggle with that a little bit, but for me this could almost reconvert me back to prog rock, because this is for me what prog rock should be. It's progressive, it's interesting, it's got ideas, it's challenging, it's pushing at the boundaries. The sort of musical combination stroke tension between keyboards and saxophones in it is superb. The lyrics are really, really interesting, the themes, but it also rocks, prog rock. Clues in the title. A lot of prog rock for me, I mean, prog rock was killed when I went to see Yes on their Tales from Topographic Oceans tour, bloody noodling away up their own back ends, but this almost restored my faith in it as a genre. This is H to H-E, Who I'm the Only One, Vandograph Generator from 1970-ish, I think, yeah, 70. Tom Waits, love Tom Waits. Probably, in terms of my favourite albums, would have either picked mid-period, i.e. Swordfish Trombones, Rain Dogs, that sort of period. But the one I'd keep, I've got all Tom Waits' albums, but the one I'd keep, funnily enough, nowhere near his best album, but this is his live album, Nighthawks at the Diner. It just makes me laugh. His sort of storytelling between songs, which is the little ditties are as long as the songs themselves, and they're just really, really funny. Great stuff. Nighthawks at the Diner from 1975. Scott Walker, love Scott Walker. I'd love a copy of Scott 4. If anyone's got a spare one hanging about and they want someone to look after it. I can't afford it at the prices that it's going, but the one I'm going to keep is one of his most challenging. It's one of his most out there albums. This is Tilt from '95. Yep, Tilt, Scott Walker. Who have we got next? The Who. I hardly ever listen to The Who. I don't like them as an album band. I don't know what it is. I just never ever play a Who album from beginning to end. Singles, I put them on the jukebox, things like that, but I struggle with them as an album band. I didn't like their so-called concept albums, Tommy and what have you. Not my cup of tea. But this is probably my favourite one. Who's Next? If I was going to keep one, it'd be this one. Who's Next from '71. I love this band. This is Wilco. Jeff Tweedy's got to be one of the best songwriters of the 21st century. Lovely, lovely stuff. This was where they started to go a little bit more experimental. This is Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, and the sort of themes he's singing about, absolutely relevant to the brilliant album. Who have we got next? Wishbone Ash. This is Pilgrimage. I'd keep this one. I did a bit of a ranking of Wishbone Ash albums, and this one came out top for me, and I'd keep this one. The last track doesn't fit this album. It's a live throwaway track. Been pretty good live, I guess, but the rest of it is just great, sort of prog rock, folk rock, lovely stuff. Pilgrimage from 1971. A lot of these albums from 71, aren't they? Stevie Wonder could have picked anything from his classic period, from his 1970s period, basically 69 onwards. I've gone with Talking Book for sentimental reasons. Again, I've done a Stevie Wonder ranking video if anyone's interested in looking back at that. This didn't come out number one, but I'm keeping this because it's the first Stevie Wonder album I got. It's what turned me on to his supreme talent. Lovely stuff, Talking Book. Where are we? Oh, we're right at the end. I think I've missed one of it. No, we haven't. Neil Young. This is it. This is the end of this bloody alphabetical tour. You'll be really, really glad to hear. This is one of my favourite Neil Young albums. This is the one I'd keep. It's Rust Never Sleeps. We're going to go out with the opening track from side 2, if I can find it on here. If I press this button, will it work? Yeah.
Look out, Mama, there's a white boat coming up the river with a big red beacon and a flag and a man on the rail. I think you better call John, 'cause it don't look like they're here to deliver.
Doesn't look like they're here.